Good Sunday morning. We often joke that a week is a lifetime in politics. Well, we just lived one of those weeks where we just had a lifetime. We are just 2 weeks into 2023. But it's already clear this year is going to be defined by a brutal and confrontational political climate with probably a lot of gridlock. What we don't know is how President Biden and Washington Republicans will look at the end of this year. But Biden, who a week ago was looking the strongest politically that he's looked in years, now finds himself on the defense. And congressional Republicans, who seemed likely to try to overreach, as Republicans did after the 1994 and 2010 elections, as well as their chaos in finding a speaker, have now been delivered a political gift. The classified documents discovered at Biden's private office in Washington on November 2nd, just 6 days before the midterm elections, only became public Monday because of mainstream news reports. And there's been a cascade of revelations ever since. Thursday, the White House acknowledged that more classified documents had been found in a garage at Biden's home in Wilmington, as well as in an adjacent room. And the president's public comments produced more questions than answers.
Classified material next to your Corvette? What were you thinking?
I'm going to get a chance to speak on all this, God willing, soon. But as I said earlier this week, people, and by the way, my Corvette's in a locked garage, okay? So it's not like you're sitting out in the street.
So the material was in a locked garage?
Yes, as well as my Corvette. But as I said earlier this week, people know I take classified documents and classified material seriously.
Then on Saturday, President Biden's personal attorney released a revised timeline of all the events involving these classified documents. So it begins on November 2nd. That's when the president's personal attorneys discovered some Obama-Biden documents at a private office Biden used after his time as vice president. They informed the National Archives. November 4th, the National Archives Inspector General informs the Justice Department. December 20th, the president's attorneys identified what they call a small number of documents with classified markings in Biden's Wilmington garage. Then this past Wednesday, Biden's attorneys located yet another classified document at the Wilmington residence inside a room adjacent to that garage. Then on Thursday, still more classified material was found in that same room and delivered to the Justice Department. Now, the White House has reported that the 5 new classified pages were found on Saturday. It's worth noting that it was in the middle of all of this. On November 18th, that Attorney General Merrick Garland appointed the special counsel to investigate Donald Trump. And that's 14 days after the Justice Department was notified by the archives of the found Biden documents. The facts surrounding the Biden and Trump special counsels are significantly different legally. The special counsel investigating Trump is also looking into his role in the January 6th insurrection. But politically, just the presence of the files at Biden's private office and his Delaware home have delivered Donald Trump and Republicans both a political gift and, for Trump specifically, perhaps a legal gift as well, by threatening to muddy the waters with voters and with folks at the Justice Department concerned about his mishandling of classified documents. And statements like this one from Biden that would criticize Trump back in September do not help Biden's cause.
How that could possibly happen, how anyone could be that irresponsible. And I thought, what data was in there that may compromise sources and methods? By that I mean names of people who helped, or et cetera. And it's just totally irresponsible.
Now, it's worth noting there's one giant difference between these two investigations. President Trump actively defied a subpoena, and his lawyer lied on a federal form regarding the return of those classified documents. There was no subpoena in Biden's case. But Biden campaigned and was elected, asking to be held to a higher standard to restore integrity back to the executive branch. These twin special counsel investigations also remind us of just how intertwined Biden and Trump are. Biden wouldn't be president today without Trump's 2016 victory. And Biden's viability as a candidate in 2024 may depend heavily on Trump. Biden's political flaws, his age, his verbal gaffes, his family baggage, all were minimized in 2020 because of the comparison to Donald Trump and his flaws. And it now means the single most powerful person in the 2024 campaign may be the current Attorney General, Merrick Garland. And for the record, here's the public rationale the Attorney General used in appointing each of those 2 special counsels.
Based on recent developments, including the former president's announcement that he is a candidate for president in the next election, and the sitting president's stated intention to be a candidate as well, I have concluded that it is in the public interest to appoint a special counsel. I strongly believe that the normal processes of this department can handle all investigations with integrity. But under the regulations, the extraordinary circumstances here require the appointment of a special counsel for this matter.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.